Morning, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome.
And if you're watching us on the replay, sorry, this is the thing, isn't it? When you go live like this in different places, you probably all find it when you're on Zoom, everyone's talking at once. So sorry, Leanne, to talk over you.
That's okay. No, I hope you're, if you are watching live, I hope you're keeping warm on this cold January morning, but it's lovely and sunny here in Essex, so that's really nice to see.
Lovely.
After today, which was pretty rubbish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about the weather, obviously.
Very not today, isn't it? Talking about the weather, can't help it.
That's the only exciting thing going on in our lives right now.
So other than makeup, there's always makeup.
Yeah, we're hoping that lots of you are going to join us this morning, and we're going to pass on lots of tips and find out what you're up to. I know obviously you're not making up to go out, but are you wearing makeup? Are you not wearing makeup? I'm not wearing. Are you wearing as much makeup at the moment, Justine?
It's weird. I do have quite a few makeup-free days, but then when I put it on, I just really enjoy it and I get a bit carried away. I bought quite a lot of palettes when the Black Friday sales were on. I don't know if anyone else went a bit mental with those, but I've sort of bought all those, been playing around with those, and it just makes you feel better. So even though I think a lot of people think you put on makeup to go out or you put on makeup to see a friend or whatever, but sometimes I think just the process of applying it and really enjoying it and trying out different colours that you wouldn't normally try out, that process just really can uplift you, because it's almost like you get those 5, 10, 15 minutes just to yourself to think your own thoughts, and I really love it. So I've been getting much more creative. I bought some colourful palettes, whereas when we were working and we were so busy last year, Leanne, weren't we, before lockdown, you just do the same thing every day because it's quick and easy and you know how to do it, and you don't really get that time to spend on yourself like you would have done when you were a teenager, trying out different looks, practicing. You just do the same thing.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, we just do like everybody else does, I guess. But we know what suits us in terms of colours and formulas. Mind you, we do try out a lot of new stuff, don't we? Ourselves. We always try it on ourselves first. Morning, Lynn. Thanks for joining us.
Lovely. How are you? Did you get any makeup for Christmas? Be interesting to know what you got for Christmas. This is why we thought we'd do this live today, because we haven't been on for a little while. I think people have been feeling a bit flat over Christmas and the New Year, and it's like, if you've got any new products, I've really just enjoyed playing around with them, and but it can be really daunting if you get something, you get a beautiful set, and then you don't even know where to start, so it just goes in the cupboard and it doesn't get used, and it's such a waste. So if there's anything that you've got that you're not all that sure, whether it's brushes or eye palettes or whatever, then we'd love to hear from you. And we're going to share some information about things that we've been using since the last time we were on.
Yeah, if you're watching live, yeah, please ask your questions, or if you're watching on catch up, then put the questions in the comments and we'll always come back to you with those. But I think I've been a bit more skincare obsessed over Christmas. I got I'll show you my book, which you introduced me to this lovely lady, Justine. Oh, yes. It's a bit funny, but Caroline Hirons. You love her.
I do. Well, I think she's just no nonsense, isn't she? She just tells it as it is.
Yeah, so I've been really into this for myself, but also for clients, because as we all know, or we should know, that great makeup starts with great skin and great skincare. So the better your skin is, the easier makeup is, really, isn't it? You've got more choices available, and it just makes life a lot easier putting your makeup on if your skin's in good condition. And so Caroline Hirons, she does go through the basics. So if you're not a real skincare person, or you've never been shown, like my mum taught me she got me into a good skincare routine from, I think, about the age of 12. So I've always been, I was really grateful to her for doing that, because I've always, spent a lot of time on my skin. But if you're not big on skincare, she makes it really easy, doesn't she, in that book? There's lots of pictures, and it's not boring. It's quite interesting to read, and it just makes it easy to follow.
Yeah, and she dispels a lot of myths, doesn't she? About things where people, you know, like if you say watch celebrities, they've got beautiful skin and everything, and they say, "Oh, I only use like shower gel when I'm in the shower. I don't use anything else." And she's like, "That's just not true. You know, you need to really look after your skin. You need to be from a young age as well." I think that, you know, the information that's out there now is so much better than when we were growing up, because you didn't really use sun cream in the way that you do now, and obviously that's really aging. So we find that a lot of people book in teenage makeup lessons with us to cover skincare as well, because I don't know about you, Leanne, but a lot of the mums come along saying, I'm useless with skincare and makeup, so then they don't really know how to teach their children
that information.
Way to start off, and it's so important. Hi, Linda. Oh, you got that book for Christmas. It is really good to read, isn't it? And you can dip in and out of it. I find that I'll read a lot of it and then I'll put it down and do something else. But it's just knowing where you spend your money as well when you've got skincare. Because if you spend a lot of money on serums and moisturisers, but you're not using the correct cleansers, which don't have to be expensive, then those products aren't going to work properly. So
I love that. Yeah, she tells you how not to waste your money, which is brilliant, which is what we're all about, isn't it? It's getting good value for money. Yeah. And if you're spending a bit more, you know, if you can afford it and you want to, then you want to know that you're getting good value for money out of your products and they are actually working for you. I love that she says about the moisturizer. If you're not cleansing properly, you're completely wasting your time with any other products, which is totally true. And she does bang on about SPF, but it is, you know, it is a huge thing. That was kind of a game changer for me, I think about 10 years ago, which was probably a bit too late.
Me too.
Really bad pigmentation on my face, that was a total game changer. But hopefully not too late.
Well, hopefully the generations that are coming through now are going to be able to, you know, they've already got that instilled with them. I know I've done that with my daughter about wearing SPF. Because, sometimes you think maybe by me applying it now, it's after the horse has bolted. But, you know, it's hopefully going to help going forwards. And it's easy. There's so many products out there you can use. So I highly recommend that book. They had a great deal on it on Amazon just before Christmas. I don't know how much it is now, but it's just like a really good book to always refer back to. I think it's not going to date that much. It's still got basic. No,
it is brilliant, and even if you've got a really good skincare routine, there's still stuff to learn. Like I'm learning stuff, even though I've worked for Estee Lauder and I know a lot of stuff, but there's still new stuff to learn and new technologies, new formulas, which is brilliant.
And I think I've actually kept my skincare routine so simple now. I realise that that's what works for me. A lot of people like to have loads of different things, but my skin, I think over the last couple of months when I've really simplified it, it got so much better. And as a result, I'm wearing lighter formulations of foundation, and I feel happier going out with no makeup on, because like a year ago my skin was terrible, and then I wouldn't want to go out with no makeup just because I had like spots and redness and all sorts. So that's just made me feel better. So leading on from skincare as well, I've got one of these. We're talking about this, weren't we? One of these rollers.
I've tried to get the Lumispa, but this is, how are you getting on with that?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I thought it was just going to be something that I probably wouldn't bother using, but this is rose quartz, but you can get them in jade as well. I don't really know the significance of the different crystals for this purpose, but you would roll it over your skin in an upward motion. It feels so cooling. So, and it increases the circulation in the skin, so it will just get the blood flowing around your face. And if you can do it at night time when you've put your products on, it's like a face massage. It's just a lovely thing to do. It doesn't take long, a couple of minutes. And of course you've got a smaller one there, which would be great for the eye area.
Wow, I was wondering what that was. I think I'm going to have to get one of those. I think.
Honestly, they say you can keep it in the fridge, but if you do suffer from under eye circles or darkness, puffiness, I think this would really help, because I've got similar products in my professional makeup kit that I use under the eyes, and it's a similar principle where it will just get all the blood flowing and take down the puffiness. But I think the whole set was about £10.
Oh,
You get one of these with
really
it as well, which
what's
is
that?
it's shaped to the face. I can't remember what it's called, but by doing this, there's some sort of drainage thing goes on.
Oh, okay.
I've got details of it, but I didn't even care, because you just sit there and start doing it, and it's quite addictive. I'm rubbing all my makeup off now, but feels lovely. But I think that's a lovely gift as well for someone, because it looks quite nice.
So do you put your skincare on first, or do you do it before?
Yeah, I've done it at night, and I would so take all my makeup off, and then you can, if you use oils in your skincare routine, it would be quite nice to use this after the oil. I've got an oil that's something like squalene oil, I don't know how you pronounce that, and it's not the one that's associated with sharks, because I think there are different ways that you can get it, but that's quite nice to use this over the top of that, and it just really just feels like a mini facial, basically. And it's nice to be pampering ourselves, isn't it, at the moment? We can't go out.
Doing something for ourselves is
really trying to do that. Morning, Debbie. Happy New Year to you as well.
Thanks for joining us.
Please do say if you're here and if you're watching and anything. It's called a rose quartz roller. I don't know if you can see that. I can pop a link on. And this thing here, gua sha, I don't know how you pronounce that, is the last thing that I showed you. The thing that's shaped like a little angel wing, I think.
Where's that from? Did you get it from Look Fantastic? Or?
I got it from Amazon, believe it or not. I think from lots of different places. But I was just really pleased with this. I love crystals anyway. And rose quartz is beautiful. Yeah. So that was another reason to get it, really. So just something different, doesn't take long. So I'll put a link on, Linda, no problem.
I think one of the other things that I've learned about from that book is to try introduce products carefully. So I think that's where I've gone wrong in the past, is I've done it kind of full on. I'm like, okay, I want to use it every day because it's a new product. But actually, she does advise, this is Caroline Hiron, if anyone's just joined us, we're just talking about her skincare, but which quite a few of us have got for Christmas, which is lovely. So I think a bit like if you're starting a new supplement or a medicine or something like that, you just introduce it gradually, just to ensure that it suits you, it suits your skin, and it's not going to cause any adverse reactions. And I mean that's kind of something that we advise, particularly like bridal, when people want to get their skin in great condition for their wedding day or a special occasion, is to introduce it slowly, isn't it? And don't kind of, because I've been put off by products because I've been overusing them. Whereas if I kind of calmed it down a bit more and just introduce it slowly, I'll probably get a much better result.
That's what I was doing, and then I started keeping a spreadsheet of like when I was introducing things, because obviously a year ago, after my skin flared up, it made me really paranoid about introducing new products. But I've managed to speak to a lady, Corinne Harrod, who is lovely, and she knows a lot about skincare, and she recommended some products for me and different serums I could introduce, and I've done that really gradually. I've started using a retinol, but I've only been using that like twice a week, and you see how your skin copes with it, and then you can increase it gradually. But interestingly enough, I've used hyaluronic acid for a while, which isn't really an acid. Our skin produces it naturally anyway, and it can hold so much moisture within it. So as we age, we stop producing so much of it. So it's good to introduce a hyaluronic acid under your moisturizer. So I was doing that for a while, had no problems. Then I bought a hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, and within about 3 days I started coming up with a lot of blemishes. So I contacted the lady. She hadn't recommended that particular brand, and I said, do you think that it could be that? And she said absolutely. And I cut it out, and instantly they were gone. And I never realized that products would have such a quick effect on your skin. So so I won't be using that again. I'll go back to the one that I know suits me, because Garden of Wisdom is where I get a lot of the acids from. And when you look up the ingredients of that, they literally have like hyaluronic acid and one or two other things. You look at the other brand that I bought, and it's just got so many ingredients. So
yeah,
simple is better, and just stick with what works, because I do always go and try different things, and then I always come back to the ones that I know suit me the best. So you'd think I would have learned by now, but
I know, but it's always. I was going to buy another under eye concealer, because I'm under eye concealer obsessed. Only because I've suffered with dark circles all my life, and then I was thinking, just give it 24 hours, 48 hours, and just, before you do that impulse purchase, which is very easy to do, especially at the moment, because we want to have a little treat, we can't get out to the shops, and it's so tempting just to do a little impulse buy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I didn't, but the claims on the website, and that it's the miracle, and and it's going to reduce and erase the lines and all this kind of thing around the eyes. But they all say that, they all say that, and I think if they say it's that amazing, then it probably isn't.
But actually, that's interesting, because that was something we were going to cover today, wasn't it, about shopping online? Because at the moment we can't. Well, I think you probably can go to certain places like Boots. I think some Boots open, and you can, but I don't know how it is about testers and everything. So a lot of companies are now offering more online consultations, aren't they? I had one with Charlotte Tilbury, which I have spoken before in a live that I've done, but it was before Christmas. It didn't cost anything. They have a number of consultations you can choose from foundation matching to other products that you use, and I chose the foundation consultation, and the lady was lovely that I spoke to. She asked me a number of different questions about what sort of coverage I want, what I used at the moment, and what finish I wanted, whether it was glow or matte. And in the end, she shade matched me as well. She kind of had an idea of what she thought I would be anyway, and then she asked me what sort of foundations I was wearing at the moment, and she's got like a foundation generator, shade match generator thing, so it would come back and it just confirmed what she thought. So she emailed that all over to me afterwards with some recommendations of other products. Wasn't pushy at all, and but there was a code within the email that said that I could get a free foundation if I spent over £75. So although that sounds like quite a lot, with Charlotte Tilbury that's probably just a couple of products, to be honest. And this was the Black Friday time as well, and they had loads of different offers running. So so I ordered that foundation, and I did really like it when it came. But what she said was, if I'd have got it and not liked it, or it was the wrong shade, I could send it back, even if I'd used it a little bit, get a full refund, or to swap the product, which I don't think companies have done previously. But this is the only way really that they can get people to part with their money. Because
and
knowing that I could send it back, brilliant. So so I was really pleased, and I would highly recommend that service. And I think Urban Decay have started doing it, Illamasqua. So there's probably, if there's brands that you like using, it's worthwhile having a little look on their website and seeing if they're offering free consultations, because at the moment that's pretty much the only way that they can sell their goods.
It is very true, but that is a good thing. But that company that I was going to buy the under eye concealer from, they were doing 60 day, and I think that was what was tempting me really. So I could do it, and then if I think, well, it's not any better than what I've got already, then I can just get my money back.
Then it's So that, what brand was that? Can you remember? Was that the
Il Maquillage?
Does it come up as a Facebook ad, I think, maybe?
Yeah, Instagram. Yes. And I'm sceptical about those Facebook and Instagram ads anyway. Excuse me. Any ads, really. But say they do offer that money back guarantee. So, I
did see an ad the other day on Instagram that came up for an app that looked amazing. And I thought, oh, yeah, that sounds good. But then when I looked in the comments, everyone was going, this app doesn't even do that. Like all this, like false advertising. It's that. So it's worthwhile having a look and seeing if people have put comments on, I suppose, and see what they think about it. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do a bit of research, do your reviews. And I've tried a couple of the lipstick, online lipstick try on. Has anyone tried that with the technology? You know that it puts a lipstick colour on your face, which the last one I did.
Mac did that. Was it Mac that you did that with?
I did. Yeah, I did a post on the Mac one, and I'd got one of the colours. I tried a few different colours, but I actually got one of the lipstick colours, and it wasn't true. It wasn't true to life. It was a lot brighter, a lot lighter. It was almost like it looked almost fluorescent.
It's strange, isn't it? Because I think they must just get the sample of the lipstick, and it's that colour that they would imprint on you or on me, you know, over the top of the video. But it doesn't take into account like what colour your lips naturally are, what your undertone are, the colour of your skin, because obviously it would look very different on a pale skin to a dark skin. So yeah, that's quite.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not a way to. I think you're going to be disappointed if you're going to be buying like that. I know it's tempting, but I think you're going to be disappointed.
It's quite funny though to do, isn't it?
It's funny. Yeah, it is. It's funny.
You could never do that in the shop, could you? Because you can't really try the lipsticks on in the shop. You can only put them on the back of your hand, really. So,
yeah. Do you remember we did that in the? I did that in the Tom Ford.
Yes. Yeah.
Shop. Remember, I did it live in the Tom Ford shop. But again, I think it would look so different in reality.
Yeah.
Than it looks on the screen. I really do. But
yeah, so I think lipstick's a bit tricky, and even if you can go into a shop like Superdrug, there are no testers there anyway. So it's you know, if you already know what colour you like, obviously you can repurchase that. But in terms of new ones, it's tricky unless you buy a palette. You know, when you can get a palette of lipsticks, like MAC do them, I think L'Oreal do them with different tones in, and then you can try the different colours out and you can mix them up as well if you're desperate for a new lipstick. But yeah, it's quite tricky because we know that different, you know, lipsticks would look different on us. The same lipstick would look different on us. When we've done weddings, there's a lipstick called Modesty, which is really lovely to use for bridal, but it looks different on everyone that you put it on. And so it's so personal, isn't it? Do you remember those lipsticks you used to get that changed colour according to them? They're like green or something, and then you put them on and they would go to the colour that suits you. I'm not quite sure how that would work.
And they did different on different people, didn't they? The natural skin colour in the lips. I mean, my lips are really. I have got Cherish on by MAC at the moment, which is a nude.
Yeah.
But my lipsticks my lip colour naturally is very, very pale. And I'm always envious of people that have a lovely natural full on kind of lip colour,
because then they can just put a lip balm on the top and it just looks beautiful.
Yeah. Is anyone shopping at the moment? Are you shopping online, or what are you buying, or what have you got for Christmas or anything like that? Let us know, you know, if you're trying anything out and stuff like that. Oh, Debbie's got a green lipstick. And what colour does it go to, Debbie? I'm assuming it doesn't stay green. It must change colour. And have you tried it on somebody else and they've got a different result, a different colour?
I wonder who does that now, because I know it was Ultra Glow years ago, and I think other companies have done similar things.
Yeah.
It's almost like it becomes bespoke then, doesn't it? Because it's not going to look.
Yeah, if it's the colour that that you like on yourself, yeah. But no, that's interesting. They're still around, obviously.
Yeah, and Debbie, you also use Garden of Wisdom. I love it. I bought some for my daughter as well for her skin, because she's got teenage sort of hormonal skin. They do lovely ranges, and they're quite reasonable, and they just go into the skin really nicely. Yeah, I think you'd like it because there's not many ingredients to it. The I say azalic. I think it's I can't remember. You know, it's one of those words. Whenever I say it, I think I've said it wrong. But I use azelaic acid, and that really helped calm down my skin. It helps to repair the skin barrier. So, yes, I thought.
I love that. Yeah. Love Lipstick Queen. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice, and it gives just a nice natural look. That's great.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. I might have to look into that.
Yeah, I do love Lipstick Queen. Lovely. They are lovely lipsticks, lovely packaging as well.
Yeah, really lovely, really nicely branded.
So
So
are we going to try the we're going to do a little experiment. Should we still do the little experiment with
yeah, shall we?
yeah, so we're going to both obviously in our kit we've got similar lipsticks, but we're both going to try Twig
by MAC.
Twig by MAC. So yeah, we're both going to, just to sort of show you you know, the difference, how it looks on different people. And go on, what were you going to say?
No, it looks different on. Look, I haven't got much. This is my own personal one. I do like. This is like probably the only sort of pink mind you, your screen looks a lot warmer than mine does.
I've got a light though.
I've just got the natural lighting. But see, as soon as I take my lipstick off, I think
changes, yeah, it changes your look completely.
Which is why I can't wear nude lipsticks, whereas you really suit nude lipsticks.
Yeah, I'm not. You look great in really full-on colours, and I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to lipstick. So
it's so personal, yeah, because I just feel like instantly my face was just drained. Debbie, you tried the azelaic acid, but it seemed to make my skin break out. Oh, that's a shame. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Because I feel like that's what really improved my skin. So was that Garden of Wisdom? I'm guessing that's Garden of Wisdom as well.
Everyone's different, aren't they? And you know, just because we might say we got a good result with this, you know, you kind of have to try everything out. You can't just.
It just becomes so expensive then, doesn't it? Really expensive. But the beauty block boxes are good, aren't they? Because you can, the Birch box I've signed up for, I've done a year's worth of that now, and you get the little sample, so at least you can try before you buy. And they're all like really good branded products as well.
I've done, the last one I did was Look Fantastic for probably 2 years, and I'm still using the products, and I've got some great hair. But actually, I've just tried Sebastian hair products. And it's lovely. I probably had it for about a year and hadn't opened it. But yeah, you get some really good samples. It's a great way to try out. And it's nice to, at the moment, you know, to treat yourself a little bit if you can with it. And they're quite reasonable. How much is the Birch box?
The Birch box is normally about £13 a month, but with Black Friday, I managed to get a year for it. What's about £7 something a month?
Brilliant.
So nothing.
Yeah.
And, you know, not all the products are relevant to me, but obviously I've got my daughter as well. And I think they're nice little things to hand over to friends and things like that to try out. Oh, Debbie, so the vitamin C serum, which I haven't tried. I think I need to avoid the oil-based serums. Yeah, I wonder what skin type you've got. I've got combination skin. So that could be another reason why it is different on you than on me.
Most people do have a combination, don't they? So you've got different areas of the skin. You know, they're different on different areas. So I'm more oily in the T-zone, which is pretty common, isn't it? Yeah. But then you can get dry patches as well. So yeah, should we go in with the lipstick?
Okay, I'm just gonna go straight from the bullet.
I'm gonna do it in the screen. This is gonna be.
I haven't worn this for ages.
Is it one that you see? This is one that I would never ever wear.
Oh no, this one I would wear.
And is it a daytime lipstick for you, or is it?
Yep, that's a daytime lipstick. I don't think it's probably the right colour for me, but if I'm wearing stuff with pink in it, then I think I would therefore like this because it's pinky tone. Most of the time I wear the sort of colour lipstick that I had before, which has got more sort of reddy, orangey to it. That's the Tom Ford.
Oh yeah, nice. I mean, actually, I think it suits it on the screen. It suits both of us.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
But do you feel like it's too dark when you look in the mirror?
I think if I haven't got hang on, let me just get a mirror. Maybe it's just a comfort zone thing.
But now I feel like I need to have a bit more blusher in.
I actually really like it. I'm really shocked.
I really like it, but I also feel like when maybe you're on Zoom, if you get a bit washed out by the lighting and everything,
Yeah.
it's good to have a brighter lip. I think it actually looks better on you than it does on me.
I'm
I
really
think it looks lovely.
I'm really shocked. Honestly, I was going to say, oh my God, it's going to look hideous on me.
Yeah, and now I'm like, it looks hideous on me, and I normally wear it.
No, it looks lovely on
But
you.
no, I think it really suits you, Leanne. I think it suits with what you're wearing as well, probably.
Yeah, probably. And this time of year, it is more of a slightly kind of more wintry.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked. I look really.
I know, isn't that funny? But doesn't it just go to show that we get stuck in a rut and we tell ourselves things that those lipsticks don't suit me.
Yeah,
I'm not
I know.
going to go there. And actually, because as we age as well, I'm not saying that you're aging, darling, but as we all age, our skin tone can change slightly, can't it? And all of a sudden, like certain colours that we used to wear or certain products that we used to wear just don't look right anymore.
No, I'm really glad I did that. So I'm going to not just talk, walk the walk, and I might even, obviously I'm not going to go through all my kit lipsticks because I've got to then hygienically, clean them all, or we just cut them off. So that then they're hygienic for the next client. But I'm going to be more experimental. I'm going to take my own advice and be more experimental. I've been really,
because we do get stuck in a rut, don't we?
Yeah, I like the dark lipstick.
This is sort of the kind of darkness that I would normally go for. It's too blue for me.
Quite natural.
Looking on the screen. But I need something warmer. But I don't like going for a light colour lipstick. I feel like it
really suits you. Whereas I feel being kind of slightly, with blonde hair, blue eyes, it's like, I mean, it does look fairly natural still on here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For me, in the mirror, it doesn't feel so natural, but actually on the screen, it still looks really natural.
It does, and I think that maybe if you wear it for the rest of the day, see how it looks.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Like within a couple of hours, you're like, oh no, definitely not.
But it's just that it just feels different. When I look in the mirror, it feels different, and that's what I when we're working, we notice a lot of people do that. They're like, oh, it's something different. I'm not sure, but
it's fabulous on them.
It looks really great on them, but it is getting into your, if it's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Just perhaps give yourself a bit of time to wear it, and take photos and things like that, and of yourself, and
it will look different in different lights, won't it? And I think sometimes, if you're in direct sunlight, it can look completely different to if you look in a mirror in your bedroom, or all sorts of things at night, daytime. So it's important to remember that as well.
Yeah.
Talk about some different products that we've got.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got this for Christmas from friends. Anyone that's watched this knows that we love the Real Techniques brushes. And it was weird because I use these myself and I use them in my professional kit. But to get I'm always thinking when I go out about buying for my professional kit, really. And I just end up using maybe the brushes that don't make the cut to go into my professional kit. So for someone to buy me, actually it was Leanne who was watching earlier, I don't know if she's still watching, to buy this just for me, I was so excited to get that because it's all lovely and sparkly, which I like. I love all of these brushes. They're my favourite brushes. And you've got a little compact as well and a little bag to put the brushes in. So I thought that was really thoughtful because she knows what I like, and just need to open it now.
Is that all Real Techniques? That's what is it? Lovely.
They're always bringing out different exclusives, aren't they, of for the different seasons. I've got Beauty Blender in there as well. So I was really happy with that. And I need to go through all my brushes because I do have some that, like you get new brushes and you realise how good the new ones are compared to the old ones. But I don't throw the old ones away, and I probably need to have a complete clear out of that. So
your own ones or your kit ones, or both?
No, my own ones. I do need to go through the kit ones as well because now we're working in a different way, sort of with the COVID that's gone on, and we've always worked very hygienically anyway, haven't we, Leanne? But it's about not exposing your kids to the air. So really you want to take the minimal products out with you, because everything has to be completely sanitized afterwards, inside and out. So really the less you can take with you, the better. So I need to have a big overhaul of the brushes, because I've got hundreds probably, and I really don't need to be carrying that much around. Not very good for your back either when you're carrying.
No. So I'm just going to go a couple of products. In fact, probably my favourite foundation at the moment, I'm really enjoying, and this is what I'm wearing today, is I have to go that way. There we go. Is the Face Tape by Tarte. I really love this brand, and they do the money back guarantee, don't they?
I don't know. I've only really bought their stuff from QVC in the past, which you do get a money back guarantee for, but I don't know about Tarte.
I think yeah, definitely on the if you buy it direct, it takes a couple of weeks to arrive because it comes direct from the States. So I think QVC might be one of the only UK stockists. Yeah, but I really like this brand. But yeah, I'm loving this at the moment, because it's a medium to full coverage, so you're not going to get a sheer light coverage. But then I think it looks, I don't know, I like that it looks really natural.
It looks lovely if that's what you've got on at the moment.
That's what I've got on today. Yeah, it doesn't sort of sit in. I mean, I'm always conscious of foundations kind of sitting in lines, especially long wear formulas, which I do like. But that one doesn't. It's quite soft on the complexion. I think it'd be good for everyone of all ages, really, from young to, up to kind of someone in their 60s, 70s even. I think it would work. And it just feels really nice. It's kind of a soft looking finish on the skin. It's not too matte, it's not too glowy. I just really, really like it, and it does stay on. It does stay on really well.
Yeah, no, I want to try that now. Not that I need another foundation, really.
And it is more of a natural. So they're pretty good Tarte. They're very ethical, and they don't put lots of nasties in there. So it's nice from that perspective as well. The only thing I would say, if you are ordering, and you can get sample sizes, you can buy smaller sample sizes, which I do.
I didn't know that.
On there, yeah, which is again a really good cost-effective way of trying out new products. But the only thing I would say is that all the shades come up a lot lighter than you think they're going to be. So that's the only thing. They have got I think it's a good colour matcher on there in terms of foundation and concealer, but they always come up lighter. So I think go darker than you. If you're sort of like tempted between a couple of shades, always go for the darker shade.
Okay.
They all come up lighter, and it's only by ordering that you're going to know that. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying that one at the moment. And I've just got out. I have got this on underneath. So I've got the. Can you see?
This works.
This works, yeah. So it's a moisturiser and primer in one. It's fairly rich, so I like it more in the winter than in the summer. So it's got priming properties in as well. But I did get this out of my. So I probably bought that in the summer. You can't see that. I don't think you can see the writing, but it's Smashbox, and it's primer oil.
Oh, right, okay.
And because I'm needing, a bit more moisture in my skin, I think I'm going to try that as well.
That would be useful.
I'd probably just use that under my foundation. So I wouldn't use a moisturiser as well. I'd just use that, and I wouldn't use another primer. I'd just use that to hydrate my skin.
I'm interested in looking into that, because that's quite unique, isn't it? I've not seen an oil-based primer.
It is a bit, I know it's a bit scary, the thought of, a lot of people don't like putting oil on their skin, especially under makeup, but it's a lot lighter than you think. But I think I prefer it again in the winter when my skin's a little bit drier. And so I'll let you know on the next.
I don't think Debbie would like to use that, maybe, because she thinks she needs to avoid oil-based serum. Yeah. So probably wouldn't go for that. that one then. But
No, not oils aren't for everybody. But
can
yeah,
I just ask you about the foundation? Does the foundation come with the doe foot applicator? That one?
this one.
Yeah. Oh no, because I thought was
Messy.
that the one where I had the really light shade of it, or was that a different one?
No, it was. You had a super light. Because,
Yeah, but it was still. Oh, I thought it came with a big, doe foot applicator, like you get in your concealers and things.
no. Oh, I know the one. Yeah, they do one like that, don't they? I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. No, it's just like,
I always find that a bit strange.
and it's just, can you see? It's just, I mean, I've had this for ages and I've been using it. I mean, I use quite a minimal amount. I don't go crazy. So I just use a small amount and build it up. But that's lasted me. I've probably been using this for every day for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks
Oh,
now.
that's amazing. It's lovely packaging as well.
It is.
And I like the way you can actually see how much you've used, because some of the foundations, you've got no idea, have you? Because they've actually like coloured the packaging, and you don't know until you've actually run out, and then it's too late to refill. But how do you apply that? Do you apply that with a brush?
Yeah, I use my Real Techniques brush. This is an older style one, but yeah. So I still stick with the brush. Are you still using a brush?
Yes, I am. I'm using that, and also I should have brought it down. Real Techniques do a really short, stubby brush. It's sort of a cross between that foundation brush and a blender. So I brought that down really. I'm loving using that. It's just nice for a change, really lovely and soft, and you feel like you're really buffing it into the skin. I'll put a link up for that if I can find it, because I had a bit of trouble trying to actually get hold of one when I ordered it. But it's just because we always like to try new things and make sure that the products that we've got are really the best products that we can use for the clients. So, oh, hi Netta. Netta's teaching this morning or today.
That's nice.
On Zoom, so that's lovely if you're coming in and out. So let me show you something that I bought in the Black Friday sale, which I thought was an absolute bargain. Was my Urban Decay Naked Reloaded set. It's really nicely packaged. I bought one for my daughter as well for Christmas because I just thought it was nice value. Take the shine off. So you get the
lovely.
I'll show you in a minute. The eye primer, which is really good. This is my favourite mascara anyway, their Perversion mascara, and that is a black coal sort of eyeliner. They call them 24/7. Now, their eye pencils are lovely. They're really nice and creamy. They're highly pigmented, but you can still smudge them as well. And then once they're set all day. Now, I don't wear black very much, but it is always handy to have a black in your kit. But I love the
that's a lovely set. It's a really lovely set.
And the price of it. Now, these palettes are normally about £45, I think. Well, the whole set cost me that Black Friday. So really, you were buying this and getting the rest free. So I really love Urban Decay eyeshadows. They've got great pigment to them, really lovely colour range, and you've got a mix of mattes and these sort of like transition contour shades. They're matte, got a load of shimmers, few glitters in there as well. So it's really lovely palette, quite a lot of neutral colours in there. So I'm really enjoying using that at the moment.
Gorgeous.
Little present to
really
myself,
lovely.
which is it's all nicely padded. It reminds me of those birthday cards you used to get years ago. Do you remember that you used to buy them?
Yeah, nice.
I'm my age now. So that was lovely. This brand, Elf, is now available in Superdrug. I think I always thought it was an American brand. I'm not sure, but they are vegan. They're very ethical, and they're really reasonable as well. And it was actually a makeup artist that I've been having some training with over Zoom during lockdown, recommended these products for my professional kit because they do really good range of primers. They're under eye concealers. Might be worth trying an under eye concealer, Leanne, that they do.
Yeah.
And also they do the glitter liquid eyeshadows like Stila do. Do you remember with the Stila?
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
But this is a matte primer, and it's called a putty. I've been using the pore minimising one, which I really like. If I open it so you can see.
I'm just making notes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am.
So this is quite unusual for a primer to come in this formulation. So when it's like this, it looks like a balm, doesn't it? So what I've been doing is scraping a little bit out of that and then applying it on my face, and it feels really nice, the texture of it.
Is
But
it?
when it's at Superdrug, you often get 3 for 2, so I did go a bit crazy. And I've bought the under eye concealer, but I've not tried it yet. So I'll let you know.
Do you do your moisturiser and then you put that primer on?
I always do, because I leave quite a bit of time between doing that. I'll always moisturise after my shower, because I've got SPF in my moisturiser, and then when I go to do my makeup, whenever that may be, then I'll put my primer on. I haven't tried that one, but I needed a new matte primer for my kit anyway, so I was going to see what that is like. So you know, and I like the ethos behind the brand as well, so that's definitely worth trying.
I know they were in Boots, larger Boots.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, so they've been in Boots for a while, a couple of years, I think. So
okay, yeah, I just feel like
Superdrug as well.
You get such good deals from Superdrug, don't you? Because they've always got when they do 3 for 2 across all cosmetics. That's when I tend to go in there and stock up, because it's just such good value.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's about looking. Yeah, looking. What's that one? Oh, that looks nice. Is that a contour?
Yeah, because I've got an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but I wanted to replace it. And Nip and Fab is quite a reasonable brand. I think they sell them in Superdrug as well, but I bought it directly. But I'm really liking it. It's got a nice pigment to it, but also you sort of got a warmer shade here you can use as a bronzer, and these are more cool, so good for contour. And then you've got this for highlighting in different finishes, so a matte, a yellow.
They look nice and light as well, because a lot of contour products are quite dark, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're a bit scary and difficult to use. So I really like those because they look nice and light, which are a lot easier.
Yeah.
Gradually then build it up.
Exactly. This is actually in light, so I think it must come in different palettes. But this is what I've been wearing today. I just really like it, because you never know. It doesn't feel, sometimes with the cheaper products they can be a bit powdery, where they've got lots of fillers in and more talc.
Is it powder or is it cream?
Powder. I always prefer powder products. I don't know why, for contours and stuff.
I think they're softer and easier to apply, aren't they? Creams, you've got to be really good at blending and buffing.
And I feel like sometimes with the creams, it can remove the work that you've already done, whereas like powders sort of sit on top and not disturb underneath. Sometimes with the contour, when you start putting the creams on and you're starting to blend it in, then it all becomes a bit muddy. But obviously there's different products out there. But I also think that these are more hygienic to have in your kit, because they're more easy to sanitize than some of the creams, perhaps, unless you're as long as you're decanting the creams properly.
How much is that palette? That one?
No, I feel as though it's about £15.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Check that out. I think they had a deal on when I bought it, because I bought some foundation that they do as well, but I haven't tried that yet. I like to buy these things and then like build myself up to actually trying it out. But I'll find out the prices, and you know, if you get it from Superdrug 3 for 2, then they do a whole range of products. So another good brand.
Yeah, lovely. I think you've got a lot more to add to your kit.
Well, I've been meaning, since the first lockdown, I've been meaning to go through and downsize my kit, and I'm not doing very well at it. I just keep doing more things. But
I'm very envious.
I think you need, you know, you've got to have a whole day, a whole week, really, to start on a project like that. It's not a 10-minute job. It is a case of getting everything out, seeing what you still use, what you don't use. Can you decant things into one palette, which I have done. I mean, so I have actually done this. So putting different palettes in one place. I've got some Charlotte Tilbury down here. This is Urban Decay up here. This is a mixture of MAC and Makeup Geek, rather than carrying around like 3 or 4 different palettes. But it all takes a lot of time. So, and obviously I've had no time in lockdown. I feel like I haven't had any time. I just feel like things have, the days have really just rushed by, and now here we are in January. How did that happen?
I know, I know, and it's going to be, well, I kind of probably will want it to be the end of January to be
definitely
like never before. So, but I'm sure it will go a lot quicker than, than we think. And we've got through week 1 already. So
I
that,
know. And I think it's the hardest time of year to get through, and a lot of people, we're all putting pressure on ourselves. Let's start eating healthily, let's start exercising, let's not drink for January, let's do this, that, and do all the other things that I've been meaning to do, and it's just so much pressure. And then if you fail on one thing, then it just makes you feel worse. So I tend to not like doing that sort of thing in January.
It's not the best time anyway, but particularly this year, it's not. I know it's not the greatest time, is it? I am doing a lot more exercising.
Yeah, which is that's good. That's good for the endorphins as well. Anyone doing dry January here? No.
No.
No, I mean, because for me personally, I think January is the wrong time to do it. Because it's my birthday on the 6th of January, so I always want to be able to celebrate and have a few drinks. And B, because it's quite a depressing month, isn't it? It always feels very flat this time of year.
Oh, it's such
I don't feel that flat this year, probably because we haven't had the real thing of Christmas and a New Year, and then consistent. And I know we weren't able to do everything that we wanted to do over Christmas, but in a weird way, it was very relaxing, I found. So
I think a lot of people feel like that. It's been more relaxing, and it's kind of more of the same, isn't it?
So that's why I don't think that there's a huge jump. It's a bit like if you can exercise little and often all year round is better, rather than if you just you keep having these big kickstarts of doing loads of exercise and then you don't do anything for 2 weeks, and then it's much harder to get back to because you've had that 2-week break. So to try and be consistent, but maybe at a lower level. So you don't drink much anyway, Debbie. I wish I could.
I know. Good for you.
That's good. And Leanne, I'm pleased to hear it. I've got more drink for my birthday as well, and Christmas and all sorts. We're not going out, are we? So
no, exactly. And it is about, like we've spoken a lot today about treating ourselves, because we're not going out to treat ourselves.
No.
So, and it is a good time to kind of practice. We normally got practice drinking, practice makeup, practice skincare. That it is a good time to do that, because we don't normally have time to practice makeup, and especially if you've been doing the same thing.
Definitely.
Just doing something different. It is when you get new products and things like your kits, and it is nice to have a little practice. So
I think it's really exciting when you get a new product or a new brush to try it out, and it doesn't have to be very big. It could be a lip liner, from Maybelline. I love their lip liners, but it's something new, and it gets you remotivated again. I think it's just those little things.
Definitely. Like the skincare book. It's really got me into my skincare again, and looking at all the products and all the beauty box samples that I've got, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of, I've had them for a while. Yeah, I've had them for a while and I opened them, and now it's like I really want to use them.
No, so that's good. You've got to look after ourselves. So, you're a social drinker, so you probably wouldn't drink indoors anyway. Then, so so maybe not for a little while. You might be able to have a few drinks for a little while, but hopefully not too long. It's been a funny week this week, hasn't it? So I think we've all come into terms with what's going on. If anyone out there is homeschooling, I know you are, Leanne. I really feel for you. That's and we're trying to be in contact with our clients and our lovely brides and find out what's going on, because it's really uncertain for everyone, isn't it?
I'm really hopeful though, and I think a lot of people are, with the vaccine, people are really hopeful that kind of by sometime in spring and summer we are going to be kind of back to some kind of bit of normality. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's the difference.
We're still working on that basis, aren't we? And just pressing ahead as normal. And lovely Perry that did she did one of these lives with us, didn't she, during lockdown 1? She's the hairdresser that works with Leanne a lot on weddings, and also I've worked with both of them. And she got engaged, didn't she, on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, so exciting.
That was so exciting and amazing.
Yeah, lovely.
You know, getting married. So it's really lovely news. So lots of people have had different celebrations, haven't they?
I know. There's lots to look forward to.
Any different products that you got that you want to talk about?
I don't think so. Another thing the other thing I've been raving about is the another makeup primer is the Arbonne. I've been doing sort of samples and stuff for people, but everyone loves this.
It is a lovely primer, isn't it?
It's really silky. It's not coloured, so it's just transparent, but it is really lovely and silky and smooth, and just makes the makeup. So that's just another thing that I've kind of really enjoying at the moment. But we want to know what what you like, what you don't like, what you want us to cover, because we're going to do another live early Feb. We're going to go for the 6th of Feb.
I think so, yeah. I can't remember. No, I'll just check my diary. I don't think there's much. It's a Saturday around that time. So, yeah, I think it is the 6th of Feb. It'd be good to cover something that you'd like to, whether it's a makeup look or certain makeup products that you want us to talk about. So it's nice for us to be able to touch base with people and find out what you're all up to. And yeah, it's just something to focus on, isn't it? And keep our
we love hearing what you're all doing as well. So we know what we're doing, but we want to hear what you want to what you want us to cover, and what you're up to with your makeup and skincare and beauty in general. And we just love to hear all about it. So daytime
makeup, please.
Maybe the
demo of that.
We'll have a bit more technique. We'll do a bit more technique stuff. Putting some makeup on, some looks. We could do that, couldn't we? For February?
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good idea. Might have to come on with no makeup on. No, that's great. Thank you for that suggestion. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Don't worry, it will be on our page for you to catch up with. So that's a good idea, isn't it? Any other suggestions, then please do let us know, because we want to do things that are going to be relevant to you and that you want to know about, whether it's, what brushes do I use for this? What are all the different brushes for? And all sorts of things, makeup primers like Leanne's just mentioned, the Arbonne one. So just let us know. Happy to help.
Yes, I think we're coming up to an hour, aren't we? So if we kind of leave it there for today. Oh, Naomi's just joined. Oh yeah, watch back, Naomi. So watch on recap.
Because this was one of the reasons why we wanted to do this thing today. It's like people, I get this, I'm really excited, and other people might get that, thinking that's lovely. I've got no idea what I'm doing with any of it, and then not use it. And we want you to be able to use all these lovely products that you've got, or maybe if they're not relevant to you, then you can pass them on, but it's about knowing what these for, because there are so many brushes out there, but if you use the right ones, it makes your job 100% easier. So so we'll keep you posted about that, and keep your suggestions coming. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, tell us what products you've got, and if you want any advice on brushes, how to use any brushes or products, or you just don't know what to do with it, or it's been sitting in your drawer for a while and you're like, it doesn't suit me, does it suit me, whatever, just ask us those kind of questions. But I think we should do in Feb as well, I think we should do another like the lipstick try out we've done today. I think we should do something, another test. I like experimenting. I like that.
Well, that's just because you look really nice with your colour on and I don't.
You do. You look lovely.
I think it's the lighting in here. It's like making me look very white, but never mind. I've always got my other one I can put over the top. But no, it's interesting to try these things on because they don't always turn out the way that you expect them to. I've got this lovely palette by Charlotte Tilbury. It's my favourite one of hers, which used to be Dolce Vita, but it's now Bella Sofia. You know, some people would look at these colours and think, oh my goodness, I'd never wear that. It's just too dark. But when you put it on, it doesn't come out the way you expect it to, and it will look different on all sorts of skin tones. So if you've got a palette like the Urban Decay one, for example,
I love that one.
try something in there that you would never normally do.
I love that.
When you get something like this, you'll probably find that there'll be like 2 shades that you use up. There's hardly any left, and all the others are untouched. We see that a lot in the makeup lessons that we use. But honestly, I urge you to try something that you wouldn't normally go for and see how it comes out, because you might be pleasantly surprised.
I know. Shock yourself like I did today with the twig lipstick, but I was totally, whoever was live at the time, oh my god, I was totally shocked. I thought it was going to be hideous. I really did. Honestly, it's not a colour that I would ever wear, and
No,
I'm just
lovely on you.
Very pleasantly surprised. So yeah, do like we did today, and just try something new, something out of your comfort zone, and tell us how you get on.
Yeah, we'd love that. And we'll leave it there, I think. It's just over an hour. So thank you
so much for joining us.
If you're watching on replay, don't forget to still ask your questions, and we will check the comments that come through and answer them. And I'll do some posts over the next few days about the products we've discussed.
So enjoy your weekend, enjoy the sunshine, wrap up warm, and yeah, have a good January, and we will see you in February.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.